Welcome back to my channel. The verse for today for you is from the book of Exodus chapter 14 verse 14, and it reads, "The Lord shall fight for you and you shall hold your peace." So the background to that verse is that the Israelites have already been delivered from Egypt, where they've been slaves for 400 years, and they were traveling to Canaan, and they had to camp by the Red Sea, and they were worried about how they're going to cross the Red Sea. So it was in the midst of that they also realized that the Egyptians chose to chase them. So they decided that they want the Israelites to come back into the land of Egypt. And of course, you can imagine how the people would have been afraid. They indeed were afraid of what was going to become of them. So who wouldn't be afraid in that situation? The Red Sea in front of them and the Egyptians behind them. And so they really were afraid. And Moses said unto them, "The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace." Moses said this because he's the man that's been hearing God. And even though the Israelites have seen all the miracles that the Lord performed to deliver them from the land of Egypt, sometimes when you are faced with a situation, as human beings, in all sincerity, we tend to forget the good things, the marvelous things, the deliverance the Lord had wrought for us. And so these people were not any different. And one of the things I like about the scriptures is that it gives us a lot of scenarios, different situations that people have faced in time past, so that we can learn from them. And here is a good example that we can learn how to be at peace and depend on God to save us in situations that we see there is no way out for us. Therefore, Moses, the man of God, said unto them, "The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace." Even if they had to go into battle at that time against the Israelites, Moses was confident that the Lord was not going to let them be taken back. The Lord was not going to let them be taken captive again. The Lord was not going to forsake his word. Because remember, he did tell Abraham, their forefathers, over 400 years before now, that his descendants will be made captive in a land for 400 years, while the land of Canaan was being prepared for them. So Moses knew all of this, and this was the confidence he had in pronouncing or making that pronouncement unto the people that are saying, "The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace." So in the same way, I'm encouraging us today that whatever it is, whatever pillar or the post or situation we find ourselves in, let us take consolation in the fact that God does not fail his people. He fights for his people. All we need to do is to trust in him.